In January 1998, in Kuujjuaq, Quebec, the elders and parents of children had a national conference. And during that conference, they shared their knowledge, wisdom, and experiences. And they will be sharing these recollections of their experiences. And Pauktuutit is very proud to announce the completion of the production of 4 video series to celebrate the accomplishments during the National Conference on Traditional Child Rearing Practices. It has produced education curriculum, and it has separated or segregated the elders and the youth as a cultural Inuit group. And we will be focusing on traditional diet, country foods, and traditional games in this particular video. We would like to see curriculum in the schools that are more Inuit-based, reflecting our traditional values and culture, including our northern animals and mammals, as well as in the daycares. We would like the children attending daycares to be taught body parts, to have the basic knowledge of body parts, and to be taught basic knowledge on family structure, family traditional ties. This is a traditional food that was derived from seal meat, but they have to make the education so that they can make a distinction between sea mammals and land animals. And also they need to be taught flora and fauna, the environment, especially our foods, our traditional foods that are coming from the land and from the wildlife in our Arctic environment. Also educate them through health promotion tactics such as through pamphlets or other means in the community level. They need to be taught nutrition and to be encouraged to eat Inuit country foods and to be taught which foods are more nutritious than others, and that they need to eat foods that have less sugar ingredient, and the children, the girls need to be taught as children, as little girls, sewing skills, as well as to exercise adult female or adult male expected jobs, such as little boys need to play and act adult male versions. For instance, I disagree. Like, for instance, in the past, we had strict rules as to what girls need to be played with. The girls need to have toy amautis or miniature wind pans or miniature traditional amauti. Girls need to exercise these kinds of practices in order to reinforce their traditional values, and also the traditional games such as string games, Inuyak, Ayagak, Inugate, Piloktak, Sitoktak, those kinds of Inuit traditional games such as Igalak, Watamanak, Amnat, Paningat, Arsirtut. I apologize if I mispronounce them because I'm not accustomed to these traditional Inuit games terms. Igalawyak, Mumingwak, Turukawyak, Iyoksartut, Nauli Takulwakataut, Pukioktaoyak, Illungwaktu. These are indoor traditional Inuit games, and outdoor traditional games are Amagoyangnuk, winter competitions such as traditional soccer. Did I mispronounce it? Kami Nivinilmi. During the winter, this is traditional winter Inuit game, sliding, dog sledding, tag playing, Nakatang Neokuta, Aksaka, Katak.
Hide and seek, playing ball with caribou skin, skipping with caribou skin, weight, bow and arrow, napatjak, kayak, ayakak, inorak, seal flipper's bone.
Also, these were our traditional Inuit games. Some of these are inscribed. They have drawings in them. They would have miniature bow and arrow, and these would be made from wooden or bone. They would have miniature versions of tools such as miniature harpoons, and they would have the traditional way of practicing harpooning. They used to make snow sculptures, and use it as a target. Also, they used seal bones, flipper bones, and seal pelvic bones. These particular bones they had their distinct figures. The figure in the pelvic bone was known as the mother, and some of these areas were very distinctively used when they used these seal flipper bones. These Inuit female and male games, they had strict rules as to, because especially when they were children, as children, the girls and boys had strict rules that they have to be separated and be only exercise or act out in traditional occupations or skills, such as if they were girls, then they do women things, and if they were boys, they do men things, and not to. They have also strict rules. If they are bearing boys or girls, they had different customs, so that they would have they would have excellent future and be great hunters or great seamstresses. There were also these traditional games. Inuit games were targets different age groups, and some of these larger seal bones were used for adolescents because there were taboos that need to be retaught, because especially boys, they were told not to play with string games because they might become clumsy when they're hunting seals or other sea mammals, and especially girls when they were pregnant, especially, or when they were girls, they were encouraged not to have loose strings around their bodies, or they had strict rules whereby girls and boys need to have separate and distinct versions, distinctively made solely for girls or made solely for boys. And also they were traditional places in a family Inuit platform. They had traditional areas designated for each family group. So the children were made aware as to who sleeps where, and those have been recorded, and we recorded them during our group sessions. And I apologize, I did not include all the details that were discussed in our group. Are these the same? Because you can pick this particular finger, and you can estimate. Like, for instance, if I move my fingers in this manner, how would you know what I mean? This was our traditional game. You have to assume how I'm going to move my fingers. I do understand because some of the children today are very scared to eat or touch traditional Inuit foods. And like for instance, nowadays we have different different house structure, like different environment totally. So we need to have good refrigeration for winter garments and also for country foods. We need to preserve those kinds of areas in order to exercise our traditional customs in terms of food and in terms of our garments. If they have the urge to learn, they will learn eventually. This is what I have seen. If they have the urge to learn anything, they can learn it, whatever it might be. Because, for instance, if there's a competition in place of some education of some form, then there's an incentive for them to accomplish what they set out to do. They had, for instance, if they have to make dogs out of ice or snow sculpture, they can compete and make things like make polar bears out of snow. This is just an example because these can become our tools in reinforcing our Inuit culture and language. If we would like to convey or relay our Inuit traditions, we need to exercise these things. Because this is how I learned from my mother. My mother taught me my sewing skills, my traditional skills. Because when my mother taught me, there was no disturbance or there was no disturbances from other parties or other people. It was in a very solitude manner, so I was able to absorb more knowledge from her. Myself, I have been brought up traditionally, and we've lived in an outpost camp for most of my life. Whenever there's a child, when we were children, we used to play traditional games such as family traditional games such as we would play outdoor games during daylight hours and then play indoor games such as wooden dolls, and we would make our own out of any available materials. And in the past we were poor and we didn't have enough materials, store-bought materials, so we would use any sort of materials that was available to make the wooden dolls garments, because these were our only toys that were available to us. This was our only distraction, and myself, I did not traditionally play inside the igloo, but we did play outdoors, like we would pretend to have tents, and we would also pretend to have kudlaks, see oil lamps. This is how we learned.
Ya 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 ma ya 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 aya aya ya 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 ma ya 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 ai ai ma ya zona ka le ma ai ya cherap con pang kenak pe ma ya 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 ai ya 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 ma ya 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 ya
Okay. I would like to say something. Sometimes it's better to express your views or to make comments when you're in a group. But despite that, I will be trying my best to express my thoughts publicly. I apologize. Before I do that, I'll sing my song. When I was a young girl, we used to sing this song. We used to live in Upilino. We would move every other year to a different winter camp. I did have a father, but my biological father passed away, so I was brought up in a non-traditional type family unit. My mother used to sing traditional Ayaya songs. and I will sing one of her songs. The lyrics goes that there's no caribou meat, there's no seal meat. No, I won't. You're not qualified to be my husband. Thank you.